10th one, children. Now 0 to pi by 2, 2 log sine x minus log sine 2x dx. Okay, so for this one, this expression here, children, sine 2x has formula 2 sine x cos x. We'll expand it by that, and then log of m into n is log of m plus log of n. So we are expanding this. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2 ये हमने as it is copy कर लिया है. इसको हमने formula से and log की property से open कर लिया है. So it would be log of 2 plus log of sin x plus log of cos x, and because negative था तो ये सब negative हो गए. I hope it is clear. Okay. Next, now you have 2 log sin x and you have minus log sin x. So put together becomes plus of log sin x. Log 2 was a scalar. I have kept that outside. So 0 to pi by 2, 1 has to be integrated. Then for this portion, minus log cos x. In this I have applied the property a minus x. 0 to a minus x. So log cos pi by 2 minus x. Why? क्योंकि हमें पता है कि pi by 2 के साथ ये साइन बन जाएगा, तो ये मर्ज हो जाएंगे फंक्शंस. ओके, this you continue to copy. This one log 2 scalar as it is, integration of 1 is x, 0 to pi by 2, and this after property log pi by 2 minus x becomes sin x. So ये factor and ये factor cancel हो जा रहे हैं. So you just simply need to integrate this bit. So log 2 scalar will come as it is, and x में आप upper limit रख रहे हो pi by 2, lower limit में 0 हो जाएगा. So this becomes your answer straight away. Okay, now this you can leave this also as your answer, but कभी proof का अगर problem आ जाए तो अगर ये proof करने को तो don't get panicked. This minus sign you can write as 2 to the power of minus 1, which can be written as 1 upon 2. तो आप ऐसे भी answer present कर सकते हो. Okay. Okay, 11th one now is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x. So minus a to a fx. इसमें हमारे even function and odd function वाली property थी. Okay, so the given function is an even function. Why? Because अगर आप x को minus x से replace करते हो तो sine square of minus x will become same as sine square of x. Okay, साइन माइनस एक्स माइनस होता है बट स्क्वायर की वजह से प्लस हो जाएगा. सो वी नो साइन स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स इज सेम एज साइन स्क्वायर एक्स, मीन्स यही हमारा फंक्शन था. तो फंक्शन इज सेम एज when we are replacing the variable by negative, so we would say it is an even function, and because it's an even function, so straight away by property minus a to a even function becomes 2 times 0 to a. Okay, so 0 to 2 times 0 to a sine square x हो जाता है. Then sine square x, we know how to do that. That can be replaced by a formula 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So ये 2 and 2 भी balance हो जा रहा है. 1 का integration x cos 2x का sin 2x upon 2. Now put the values, limits. Okay, so pi by 2, then half of sine of 2 into pi by 2. That becomes sin pi. Sin pi is 0. That happens in the next step. So we are only left with pi by 2 here. Then ये तो 0 ही हो गया, and this would also become 0. So all rest of them all become 0. So your answer is only pi by 2. Okay. Then next is 12th one, 0 to pi x dx upon 1 plus sin x. तो ऐसे बहुत से functions आते हैं बेटा, ये बहुत repetitively पूछा जाता है, and it's quite simple here. See, we already know how to integrate 1 upon 1 plus sin x. वो हमें आता है, indefinite में हमने किया हुआ है. यहाँ पे problem हो रही है because of this variable x. Okay, so that property is 0 to a1 helps us eliminate this x. फिर ये constant बन जाता है, तो this function becomes easy to integrate. Like I'll show you one example, but there'll be many more such examples जो कि simple जो indefinite integral होते हैं उनमें बस एक ये x डाल के extra छोड़ देता है and ऐसा limit दे देता है 0 to a वाला, which easily by अप्लाइंग दैट प्रॉपर्टी आपका ये एक्स एलिमिनेट हो जाता है. लाइक अभी जब सोल्यूशन देखोगे उसमें होगा. ओके, सो दैट्स अ सिंपल ट्रिक एंड रिपीटेडली नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स दिस इज आस्क्ड, सो keep that in mind. So this was your 12th question, 0 to pi this function. Then we are applying 0 to a x pi minus x, and so by using that property now 0 to pi minus x dx and sin pi minus x we know is sin x only. तो अभी ये denominator और ये denominator same है. So if you add these two equations, so I plus I becomes 2i, and here x upon 1 plus sin x और यहाँ से आएगा माइनस एक्स अपॉन 1 प्लस साइन एक्स, तो ये तो कैंसिल आउट हो जाएंगे. तो आपके पास क्या रह गया, ओनली न्यूमरेटर में पाई अपॉन 1 प्लस साइन एक्स. सो ये पाई कांस्टेंट था इसलिए मैंने ये आगे लिख दिया इंटीग्रल साइन के. सो वी आर लेफ्ट विथ ओनली पाई 0 to पाई 1 अपॉन 1 प्लस साइन एक्स dx. Did you get it? Add these two equations, then this is what you are left with. So अब ये हमें इंटीग्रेट करना आता है. Multiplying by the conjugate, numerator 1 minus sin x, this will become a plus b, a minus b, that is 1 minus sin square x, a square b square, and 1 minus sin square x is cos square x. Then इसको separate कर दो तो ये बन गया sec square x, which we know how to integrate. ये sin upon cos tan and 1 upon cos sec. ये दोनों फंक्शंस का इंटीग्रल हमें आता है. sec स्क्वेयर का है tan एंड sec x tan x का होता है sec x. बस लिमिट्स लगाते जानी है अपने आउट हियर. सो अच्छा, दिस 2i have written here. आप लास्ट में भी ला सकते हो, इट्स योर चॉइस. दिस वाज वैल्यू ऑफ 2i, तो योर i वाज यहाँ पाई था, पाई अपॉन 2, एंड ये हमारे इंटीग्रेबल फंक्शंस आ गए हैं. सो पुटिंग द लिमिट्स, tan पाई 0 है, sec पाई -1 होता है, तो माइनस ऑफ -1, दिस विल बिकम 1. tan 0 is also 0, sec 0 is 1. So minus minus will make it plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So your answer is only pi. Now this 13th one, children, this is again minus a to a limit है and fx. ये fx आपका odd function है. अभी ऊपर हमने a करा था वो even function था, this one. Okay, so उसको हमने कर दिया था a minus a to a of an even function becomes 2 times 0 to a. And minus a to a of an odd function becomes straight away 0. तो ये जो function है ये odd function है. देखो, replace this x by minus x. So it will become sin minus x will become minus sin x to the power of 7. So minus odd power है तो एक negative sign आगे आ जाएगा. So if your f of minus x comes as minus of fx, जो कि यहाँ पे हो रहा है, आप चेक करो, तो वो odd function होता है. And if it is an odd function, these limits integrated gives you 0. तो ये by property, आपको बस property properly code करनी है, show करना है कि this is an odd function, then therefore by property this is 0.